You have any question?
For now, no, Swami.
For now, what? You are enlightened?
I'm not enlightened, Swami.
That I also know.
Uh,
You don't need to inform me. Then?
yes. Just no question for now, Swami.
Why? There should be some question.
Some question.
Otherwise, you are not observing things. You're just.
Okay, maybe one question is, why are all the good people silent about the bad things that's happening in the world?
Why you are concerned about other people? Why you are silent?
Why I'm silent?
If you are silent, then why you expect others to speak? So why you are silent?
I'm scared of being harmed and scared of death.
So that may be the reason for them also. Most of the good people.
Yes.
Good people don't want to get involved in bad things. They want to have a comfortable, cozy life. They are all escapist. They just want to run away from anything which is troublesome. To some extent it is all right, but that one should not waste one's energy in nonsensical nuisances. But when you try to be very clever, that it matters it matters not to me, let others make their hand dirty, then you are just being very cunning and clever, and fire will soon reach to you also. Good people are mostly cowards. Bad people, maybe they are also cowards, but they come together, they gang up. And maybe they are little less afraid also, because their power is based on destruction. So what it means to be a bad man? What it means?
To have the intention to harm other people, or to have the intention to harm other people.
When you want to harm others, when you are destructive, that means you are functioning at the lowest level of consciousness. You are very unconscious. If you become little conscious, you won't be able to harm much, because you will be able to see when you are little conscious. that if you are harming others, you are ultimately harming yourself also. So, to be a bad man, you need to be unconscious. To be destructive, you need to be unconscious. So, a good man is comparatively little is more conscious than the bad man. So when you become more conscious, you are no longer part of any crowd. You don't want to be part of crowd. You start becoming an individual. You will have to walk alone. If you want to remain part of the crowd, then you will have to be unconscious. Because crowd by necessity are unconscious, is unconscious. The moment you start becoming little conscious, you will start moving away from the crowd. You will be able to see things which crowd cannot see. So that will create your individuality. So that's why that is one of the reason why good people don't want to get involved in all these trouble, because they know they are alone. And when you want to harm other, when you want to be destructive, if you are in crowd, if you have a gang, if you have a big number, then that helps to destroy, that helps to be violent, that helps to butcher, to murder, to rape. So all bad people, they will be always seeking company. They will always want a group, a gang. And as you start becoming more conscious, the more conscious you are, the more you will see that you are alone here. If you want to be part of any crowd, then you have to go down. You will have to become less conscious. So what you had asked?
Why are good people not saying anything about the bad things that's happening in the world?
That is one of the reasons, because good people are alone and they know they can be destroyed very easily. And it is also in a way good also that they should not get involved in all these politics, because the same energy they can use in becoming more conscious, in transforming themselves. But you can speak something if you are able to see something. But there is no need to get involved in things where you can be in great trouble. It's not worth it. First, physician, heal thyself. Know thyself first. First, you need to have a clear vision, clean eyes. Your mirror has to be clean, where things are reflected as it is. I was just in the daytime, before I talked with you in the daytime, I was reading, someone had sent one small extract from Osho's discourse. when he was speaking on Krishna. So Krishna had said in Bhagavad Gita that among warriors I am like Ram. So Osho explained it, and he asked why he said I am like Ram. Because when you become a good person, when you become a conscious person, then you try to go away from society. You don't get involved in politics and whatever wrong is happening in society. You just move away from all those things. When Buddha became enlightened or Mahavira became enlightened, they were not participating in any politics or whatever was happening in society. They were not like active participant in day-to-day politics or day-to-day life of the society. They just went away from it. So always bad people have power. But Ram was different. He was as powerful as Ravan. But he was also an awakened person. He was also a good person. And he stayed in the midst of all problems. He didn't run away. He didn't went to jungle. He had the power, the destructive power like Ravan. But he was also a good man. He was also an awakened man. So that's why Krishna said that among all the warriors I am like Ravan. I am like Rama. Because Rama was as powerful as Ravan, but he was also a good man, a conscious man. That was the difference. There can be many people who are very powerful, strong, great warriors, but they are not conscious, they are not awakened. So that was the difference. That's why he said, among warriors I am like Rama. You understood?
Yes, Swami.
The first thing is clear or not?
Yes, clear, Swami.
Then why you are farting?
I'm not farting, Swami.
Is it not very clear? You have anything more to ask? Why you are weeping so much?
I'm not weeping. That means, Swami, right? Like, we first clean our own mirror first, then only we can know like how to participate in.
Thing is that there is nothing like
better.
When you will reach somewhere, it's not that you will reach to any dead end. That is also cunningness and cleverness. Once I will solve all my problems, then I will try to solve others people's problem. That will never happen. So if you're feeling something, you should do it. And I send you something which usually you don't see anything. I think few days back, it was whether it was video or audio, I send you. video or written something where Osho is saying that you come here and you meditate and then try to, once you have changed little bit, try to change the world, but both the things has to happen simultaneously together. If you are waiting that one day everything will be good and everything will be perfect and then you will do something, whatever little light has come to you, you can try to share to those who are open. Otherwise you are just trying to hide your cowardice, your cleverness in good beautiful clothes. The thing is that most of the people, they don't have even this burning desire to know themselves. They are always lukewarm. So they are never going to be transformed in this lukewarm attitude. And then they are finding other rationalization and justification that I have to first know myself. Where you are making the effort to know yourself? It is all just cleverness.
Yes, Swami.
No, why you are farting and shitting?
I'm not farting, Swami.
So, this question was itself coming out of cunningness.
Yes, Swami.
No, you just tell. I have not concluded. Just I am asking you. All those people who don't want to be in any trouble, they say things like that.
Yes, Swami.
But where is the total effort to know oneself? Where is it?
Yes, Swami.
No,
It's
what yes?
not there yet. It's not there yet.
What is yet? If it is not now, it will be never. It will. How can you hope that it will be tomorrow? Tomorrow will come out of this moment.
Correct, Swami.
No,
Correct.
what correct? What correct, Swami? What is this correct?
Yes, Swami.
Huh?
Yes, Swami.
What
Yes,
yes?
Swami.
So, your mind
will
was
come
clever
up
and
now,
cunning or
Swami.
not?
Yes, it was clever and cunning. Yes, Swami.
So, if you knew how, why you asked?
Ask about what, Swami?
About that first one should give attention to clean one's mirror or whatever. What you said?
Yeah. Clean one's own mirror first before participating in making the world a better place. Because I feel if we ourselves are confused, we may take the wrong step. We may make situation worse, and we may also get ourselves into trouble and get others into trouble.
Whatever you are saying is all coming out of cunningness. Get ourselves in trouble. You are whatever, whether you are saying anything or not, you are falling into troubles. You are helping others to fall into trouble.
Yes, Swami.
All those things are all happening all the time.
Yes.
So only when you have to do good thing, some good thing, then you have all these good words.
Yes, Swami. Yes.
Now, what do you mean by yes?
Yes, you are right, Swami.
What I am right?
Your analysis is accurate, Swami.
If you understand your mind, then why your mind is always full of the same?
I I didn't know it before you told me.
Mind has become so cunning that it is even deceiving itself all the time.
Yes, correct, Swami.
Those people who are supporting Hamas, do you think they don't know that what they are supporting? They know. But they are more interested in their own vested interests. There is some vested interest involved in it.
Yes,
It may be that they are Muslims, so it is written in their scriptures that Jews are all the most despicable animals on this earth. They are the most, they should be hated, they should be killed. They are your worst enemy. Even if they are Christian, it is for Christians also it is the same thing. Otherwise they are part of some modern ideology. They may be communists, they may be anything. So some vested interest is involved in that. They may be getting some money. If you write things like that, you will get some money.
Yes, Swami. Yes.
Why you are farting so much?
I'm not farting, Swami. You're right.
I can smell the fart.
Physically, I just farted, but mentally, I'm not farting.
I was today listening to a real story. A story about murder in the family. There was a girl. Her father had died earlier and he was head of the village. In Hindi it is called Mukhya. And she had a brother and a sister-in-law. So what happened is that in some place, I think the place name was Bagpat, or I think it was Bagpat. So some people found a suitcase that was burning, and then when they went near it, they saw a dead body of the girl. It was still not burned totally, so they informed the police. And when the police came, they brought forensic experts, and then because the body was not yet burned totally, so they published its picture of the girl, and I think it was in the Facebook and other places also. So after a few days, a boy went to the police station. He said that I know that girl. She is my cousin. So the police said, how you are so certain? Then he said, you show me the dead body. Then when they showed him the dead body, he found some bracelet or something in her hand, or some bangle of gold or something. So he said that. And then he's seeing the body, he said that she is certainly my cousin. she is missing for few days. Um, but because her brother said that she has eloped with some man, so I thought, I believed their story, but I should not have believed. So then the police started inquiring about it, and then they went to her brother and his wife. So they told the story. They were weeping a lot. They told that we had certain differences. We had a small fight, but she ran away with her boyfriend. So since then she has not come back home. But after inquiring for some time, so when the police, because in the beginning they were soft with the couple, because they started weeping, so the police were considerate. But then after more investigation, they found on CCTV cameras the car on which the girl was taken to the place where her dead body was found burning. So, and then after more investigation, they found the car in the house of her mother, the woman who was a sister-in-law of that girl who had died. Her name was, I have forgotten. So we can call her Ankita or something. So they found the car in her house, her mother's house. So then the police became more strict, so they started inquiring more strictly. Then after getting some harsh treatment from police, both of them started revealing things. And that girl said that the girl who had died, her name was Manisha, that she was not anything, my sister-in-law or anything. I hated her. The story is that this girl was having an extramarital affair, and Manisha had seen it many times. So she said that you stop it. Why you have a married life? Why you are getting involved in that? Otherwise, I will tell my brother. But this Ankita, this woman, was not listening. Then she made a video of while she was with the other boy, and she showed that video to her brother Manish. So Manish said that I know all those things. You need not get involved in this. So they had a fight, the brother and the sister, because the brother wanted the money, all the money which the father was going to give. He has made it half and half. Half of the money will go to the brother and half will go to the daughter. So 4 crore rupees was to go to the daughter and 4 crore to the son. But the brother was forcing the girl that what you will need. what is the need for money to you? You just give it to me. Because this is a very male chauvinistic, and those who are, what do you call it? Those who believe that it is male who should rule. What is it called? In a patriarchal society, that it's the right of the brother. He should get, because once the sister is married, then she has no right over the inheritance of her parents. All the right goes to the brother. That is what they believe, but the law is that both of them should get half. Everything has to be equally divided. That is the Hindu law. But people don't want to follow, many people. So he was forcing his sister, and the sister said, no, my father has given, so why should I give my share to you? And the wife of that boy was also saying that she is needlessly getting all those money. You deprive her of her share. Do something so that we get everything. Otherwise, she will be getting half the share. So they had a plan that later on they devised a plan that they will remove her from the path. So the wife said that the boss said that you just if you have one more male involved in it, then we can do it. So his wife said that I have my boyfriend, he can help us. So then they planned that we will the husband said that you call your boyfriend here, and when she will see, my sister will see him there, then she will become angry. And when she will become angry, then that is the point we can kill her. So that according to plan, the other boy came, and then when this sister saw him, she said that why he is here. You know everything, they are having extramarital affair, and still you are tolerating it. So they started having fight, and they killed that girl, packed her in the suitcase, took her to some distant place, and there. So after killing her, they took her to some remote place near some forest, and they put her on fire. But the body was not burning quickly, so they ran away from there. And when the villagers saw, they informed the police. So the body was yet recognizable. So in this way, and they had planned also that the wife said that I will help you in getting her money. We will kill her, and then I will get married to my boyfriend. And the husband agreed to it. It's all right, because he was after the money. Money was more important for him. But you see this is how unconscious people are. When we read these stories, or when we hear these stories, we think it is just a story, but this is the story of the whole unconscious man. He had no trouble in freeing his wife The woman wanted another man whom she loved maybe before marriage. And this man was, because he had experienced this woman, so whatever pleasure he could get out of her, he had already got. He was finished with her. There was no pleasure in her anymore. So he was in search of money which could give him more and more pleasure, new pleasure every day. And that woman, perhaps she had not got, she had not tasted that man, her boyfriend. Maybe they were friends, but they could not come together. So for her that was something new. The pleasure had not become pain yet. It was still pleasurable. Maybe in her imagination that will give her pleasure, more pleasure. So she was seeking pleasure in a new man, and he was seeking pleasure in more money. So if he has more money, he can buy more pleasure, different kind of pleasure. So when your relation is based only on pleasure, it cannot last for long. Once you have slept with woman few times, it is finished. If pleasure is the center of your life, then this you will after some time you will be bored. You would like to have new pleasure which the old person cannot give. So whether you are seeking money or whether you are seeking sex, you are just seeking pleasure. And when you are seeking pleasure, you are an unconscious person. So finally an unconscious person is going to land into ditch. He or she is going to fall in some kind of hell. So both of them landed into jail because that was their right place. If just for some money, little more money which you already had, 4 crore was not a small amount. If 4 crore cannot satisfy you, how you think that 8 crore will give you something so great? So when you are so greedy, that means you are just totally blind. And this woman was also just to get another man. She killed a woman who had not harmed her in any way. And they think they are doing it for love. This is how unconscious people behave. When you are unconscious, you are utterly selfish, but your selfishness is of the lowest kind. So you will harm yourself, you will destroy yourself, you will destroy others, you will kill yourself, you will kill others. You may commit suicide or you may murder. This is the story of all unconscious people. If you want to get out of this circle, then the only way is meditation. The only way is being more conscious. Otherwise, your unconsciousness will dominate you sooner or later.
Yes, Swami.
Yes, Swami.
Thank you for sharing this story, Swami. It's a lesson for everyone, Swami.
Just trying to explain to you something. That you are also living the same kind of unconscious life. If I had not come in your life, you may be reading Osho your whole life. Not a bit of change would have happened. Even now it is very difficult. You may say correct and all those things. You will have to make all the effort. to remove your inner darkness, to remove your unconsciousness. Otherwise, you can fall anytime. Because unconsciousness is very appealing, the darkness is very appealing, it is always very inviting, it is very attractive to fall down. To rise up is a difficult thing. It is like climbing Mount Everest. But to go down, Jack fell down and broke his crown and Jill came tumbling after. It is very easy to fall down. That is the whole joy, the whole pleasure of drinking alcohol, or because once you are drunk, once you are on your drug trip, you have landed into the animal kingdom. As long as you have any appeal to fall down, anytime you can do anything. Once it is very clear, falling down will be destructive to you, even if you are not destroying others. Even it matters not to you to destroy others, but it will ultimately destroy you. It will take you into hell. There is another story which I heard yesterday. It's also a true story, and that shows that you may be the most educated person. This is a story of a software engineer in Bangalore. Perhaps he had done his engineering from IIT, that I forgot. But software engineer in Bangalore, that means top class. But it makes no difference. You can be a software engineer and you can become a murderer anytime. You can become a rapist. You can become so destructive. You can be involved in 9/11 type of things. Osama bin Laden himself was an engineer, very rich man, very successful. And there have been so many engineers who have become terrorists. So, just by being educated, it makes no difference to your unconsciousness. Maybe you will become even more unconscious. You will be in forests of unconsciousness. And then you have a big ego also, that you are unique, you are different, you are not part of the crowd, but you are part of the crowd. So this story is about a man who got married to a school teacher who was herself in DPS, which is in topmost schools in India. So it was a kind of arranged marriage which their parents, but the boy liked the girl when before marriage. Maybe he met the girl and so he liked her. So after they got married, the girl started saying that we should not stay with our in-laws. So they started living in a separate place. Then they were making a house. So it was like before you make a house, there is in Hindus they make some kind of prayer to God. So that is called Bhumi Puja. You are just worshipping the land where you will be making the house. But I don't remember whether the house was completed or just they had bought a land where they had to make the house. So, and the boy, his parents were also invited there. And the boy was involved in other things, and the parents of the boy came, and the girl, she met them, and she said that, why you have come here? You should not have come here. You don't interfere in our life. We are having our own life, so why you have come? You just go back. So without meeting their son, the parents left. Later on, the boy came to know that she had driven away his parents. So he didn't tell her anything, but after marriage, the first thing what the girl did was that the boy was wearing a locket in which he had a picture of his mother and father. So she said that you remove this thing. So the boy, because he was in love with her, so he followed whatever she said. But then he observed that her relation with her parent is very good. She is all the time talking with them, and she is trying to create this distance between him and his parents. So he was slowly becoming jealous of her, but with this incident made him very angry, and he planned a revenge, that I will take a revenge from her, because this is too much. She has insulted, humiliated my parents and driven them away. So, but he didn't tell anything to her. So he used to go for jogging in the morning, and at that time she will be sleeping. So one day he woke her, and then he said that I have brought a present for you. So you sit on this chair and you keep your eyes closed, and when I will open the present, then you can open your eyes. So she sat there on the chair, and then he opened the present and he said, now you open your eyes. So he had ordered some painter to make a good picture of the girl. So that was her picture. So seeing her picture, she became really very jubilant, very happy. And then she talked with her parents in the night, that same night, that he really loves me. He had made such a beautiful picture of me. He really loves me. So this is the love for people. If someone has given you a good present, then that means the person loves you. How the person takes care of you, how much attention he gives to you, these things are irrelevant. What is relevant is how much money he spends on you, how much expensive gifts he gives to you. So when your idea of love is so shallow and so low, then you will be in trouble. So next day, again before going to jogging, he said that I have brought another present for you. But I think I will tell this later on. Okay, I will finish it. So then he again said that you sit on the chair and I have brought another present for you. but I don't trust you. You will open the eyes before I will open the present. So she said, no, I will not open. But he said, I cannot trust you. So I will blindfold your eyes, and then he just blindfolded her eyes, and then um, he put a rope in her neck. So she was all hoping, she was thinking that he must have brought a necklace for me. So then he put that rope, and she was being very happy that this must be the necklace. And then just he bound her with that rope, and then he just bound her hard, and then she died in that, because he started what do you call it? Strangling her neck. So then, but he was, because he had not done such things, so he thought that maybe she is still alive. So she afterwards he used a knife or something to cut her neck, and then she died. But how he dodged, he started dodging the police. That is the another part of the story, is that he went for jogging in the morning, and then he after killing the woman, he went to the police station himself, and first he maybe I'm forgetting the story a little bit, but like he went to the police station, and then he told the police that I went for jogging, and then my wife called me from there, from the home, that there is a man who has come to collect garbage. So I told my wife that you stay inside, I'm coming, don't open the door, I am coming in some time. So when he came to the house, he saw that his door is locked from outside. So because he had no key, so he went to his office, because he used to keep one key in his office, and because he was a software engineer, so the office was like you had to go through many scanning, and then you will reach to your cabin or your room. So he took out the key from there, and then when he went again to his home and he opened the door, he saw that his wife is on the chair, her hands are bound, and she is dead. So he went to police station, and he said that you just find out who is the murderer. And he was very adamant. He said that I will not move from here till you find the killer. So the police said that you go back to your home, we are doing everything, we are trying our best to find out who is the killer. But he was adamant. He said, until and unless you find the killer, I will be staying here. So, and there was a lot of pressure on the police because he was a software engineer. He was known by to other people, so he had influential. So they started trying to find out. But sooner they found that the time he has said that the garbage man came there and then his wife called him, there was some loophole in that time. He was not telling the correct time. And then while he was, because he was making too much noise, so the police said that, and police started finding something suspicious in him. So the police said, you should stay in the right place. So they put him behind the bar. You wait there till we find out. Because police started finding something wrong in his story. So then they went to his office also, and he had told that he went inside his office, collected the key from there. But then police inquired to the guard that you have to go through many scanning and you have to put your card and then only you can go inside. So when they watched the CCTV camera, he had gone near his office, but he had not entered inside because there was no scanning and all those things had not happened. So then they found that he is telling lie. So when they started applying pressure on him, then he started revealing the whole story which I told you, that because she had humiliated his parent. So he had planned everything. And it was he, after killing her, he ran from her phone to his phone. So that his wife had not called him at all, that the garbage man has come. That was all he invented. He called from her phone to his phone and kept the phone. He just pick up his phone, but he had not talked anything with her. Just 30-40 seconds. The phone was what do you call it?
Miss call?
No, not missed call. He has picked up the phone. So for 30-40 second, it will show that they talked for 30 seconds, 40 seconds, that much duration. But there was no talk. Just to dodge the police, he did all those things. So in this story also, thing is that when you are an unconscious man, these things will happen. The woman was also totally unconscious. He was also totally unconscious. Both of them were highly educated. But this is where both of them reach. One reached to heaven and the other landed into jail. Because he was a software engineer, so he started teaching prisoners in the jail, and many of them cracked some examination. They got some jobs. So he started appealing for mercy, but the court said you are not going to be released. He was given life imprisonment, but we will use yours because you are an educated person, so you teach these prisoners. So this is our love, which is full of jealousy, which is full of hatred, which is the girl, she wanted to be totally possessive. So she wanted to remove his parent from his life. And finally she was removed from this world. This is what happened. What you call love is nothing but just pure poison, pure possessiveness. And this is with you also. in the name of love, we think our possessiveness, our pollution inside, all those things should be accepted because it is ours. In other people, those things should not be there. But if it is in me, that is part of my love, my great love. I am so possessive. And then this boy, because she had humiliated his parents, and that is also the way he told the story. She was not alive, so she could not tell her version. So, but it must have been like that because this is what happens. I have seen so many people behaving like this. This is the way unconscious people behave, and this is what they call their love. So if this girl just did not treat well his parents, what was the need? He could have separated from her. But the murderer was inside him. The murderer was waiting for any excuse. And she provided him the excuse. That's why it is said that it is not power that corrupts you. The corruption is always inside you. The devil is always inside you. When the situation arises, then the inner devil comes out. Even if she had sent off his parents, that doesn't mean that one has to kill the woman. If you didn't like her, you could have separated. But what kind of monsters are sitting inside us? What is the difference between this man and the people who are in Hamas? Same kind of mind, only the difference is only of degree. So to be very near to an unconscious person should create fear. What they are going to do, no one knows. Until and unless one starts meditating, there is no way out. Meditation is the first and the last freedom. Meditation is the only light. And because the world is so much lacking in meditation, so much lacking in consciousness, in this inner light, that's why there is so much all around wars, fight, violence. And all our great leaders, they are equally unconscious, they are equally unmeditative. So, until and unless we become meditative, we can never become free. There is no other way. We may go on doing prayer to God, we may go to any pilgrimage, any holy place, nothing is going to happen. So,
Yes, Swami.
what yes?
Very important lesson to learn, Swami.
But if you learn only, then it is important. Otherwise, for me to tell stories, to remember, I listen to so many things. So, if I am telling you something, listen carefully and work on it. Otherwise, just listening for entertainment is of no use. I am not telling you stories. I am telling you stories so that you can see it is your life. I am not telling about anyone's. As long as you are unconscious, you are also the same kind of person.
Yes, Swami. Absolutely, Swami.
They were not coming from some other planet. The man was a software engineer, the girl was a teacher in one of the best schools in India. And this is what happened. The other story was also of not people who are just very uneducated or people who are like poor, or they had everything. But even if you have money and you are unconscious, money is not going to help you at all. Money may create more problems than solve. So once you have a reasonably good life where you have certain security, you have that much money which can take care of your body, then all your attention should go to change yourself, to transform yourself. Otherwise, if you are still wasting your time in other things, your life will remain insignificant and meaningless.
Yes, Swami.
Okay, then you have anything to say before the end?
Very excellent lesson tonight, Swami. Really, really, the lesson is very important. And I have listened not for entertainment. I listened to learn some things from it.
Okay.